you'll rest easy.
Good afternoon, and welcome to Science Fiction Theater. Today, a botanist in space, tending specially grown space gardens, is in hopes of preserving them for replanting on Earth. Bruce Dern and Cliff Potts star in Silent Running. We'll return in a moment to Science Fiction Theater with Bruce Dern and Cliff Potts starring in Silent Running. We hope you've enjoyed our Science Fiction Theater presentation this afternoon. For more fine film entertainment, watch tonight's CBS movie at 8, September Gun. And at 10:30, watch the Saturday night movie PT 109, starring Cliff Robertson. Good afternoon, and welcome to our Saturday afternoon movie. Today, a highway motorist becomes engaged in a game of death with a vengeful truck driver. Dennis Weaver is the sole occupant in Duel.
TV5 loves you.
50 hours of news each week on KCMO TV5. Eyewitness News, the noon edition on KCMO TV. Bob Hope, Elkie Summer, and Phyllis Diller, Monday at 3.
KCTV 5. Give me KCTV. Hello, KC. Give me 5.
Ann Peterson, Eyewitness News, KCTV5, Kansas City. Wendell Anschutz, Kansas City News. Let's go to the races, Saturday at 10:30, this week only on TV5. Good evening, horrific hangers-on. Welcome to Friday Fright Night. We'll get back to our vacation, which becomes terrorific in a moment. This woodsy trip turns into a grisly tale as it progresses, and it's grisly even though there are no bears involved. We'll return seeking the mysterious presence who is using rituals to eliminate our doctor friends. This presence, though, is not the kind we like to get at Christmas. We'll get back to rituals after our customary pause and try to solve the identity of the mysterious visitor who, in his murderous scheme, is using a baseball technique, the pick-off play.
The American Heart Association. We're fighting for your life.
Kansas City's news on KCTV5. We always take
CBS Good, oh yes. CBS Good, oh yes.
You've helped make Kansas City's news #1 at noon, 5, 6, and 10. KCTV 5, you've made us Kansas City's news. You're watching KCTV 5, Kansas City. We bring the news closer to home. The team that always takes you one step further, KCTV 5.
You're watching KCTV 5, Kansas City's satellite news station, offering exclusive closed caption newscasts for the hearing impaired. This is KCTV 5, Kansas City's news, with Wendell Anschutz, Ann Peterson, Mike Thompson, and Don Fortune. You're watching KCTV 5, Kansas City's #1 station for news, where we always take you one step further.
Good evening and welcome to our TV5 Movie of the Week presentation. Tonight, an energetic, imaginative filming of the long-running Broadway show that fantasized life in the 1950s with a spirited cast and clever ideas. John Travolta and Olivia Newton-John star in Grease. We'll return to life of the 50s in Grease in just a moment. Tomorrow night at 8 on TV5, watch the CBS Sunday movie, Murder by Reason of Insanity. Our Movie of the Week presentation, Grease, will resume in a moment, starring John Travolta. The Fall Guy, now weeknights at 10:30 on KCTV5, Kansas City.
We're going to give you a real cold forecast tonight at 10. Real cold.
One of 2 suspects wanted for a recent crime spree is in jail. The story at 10.
John Travolta in Urban Cowboy, the Saturday movie at 10:30 on TV5. KCTV5 covers the Plaza Lighting Ceremony Thursday at 8. Answers and Questions on Jeopardy, weekdays at 4:30 on TV5. Wheel of Fortune, Monday through Saturday at 6:30 on KCTV5, Kansas City. The Emotional Issue of Divorce, a special report for kids' sake on TV5.
9:58 only on KCTV5.
.30 only on KCTV5, where we always take you one step further. Kansas City News with Wendell Anschutz, weeknights on TV5. Kansas City News with Ann Peterson, weeknights on TV5. Kansas City Weather with Mike Thompson, weeknights on TV5.
Merry Christmas from KCTV5.
You're watching KCTV 5, Kansas City's #1 station for news, where we always take you one step further. Inside Kansas City's #1 television station is the most powerful weather forecasting system in the 2-state area, incorporating sensitive radar with the highest detail in satellite imaging. It's Storm Track 5, giving you the clearest picture of storms on the move. And it's coupled with the most important forecasting tool of all, meteorologist Mike Thompson. Storm Track 5 and Mike Thompson, together to give you the clearest weather picture in Kansas City, only on KCTV 5, where we always take you one step further.
It's the I-70 series.
Way to go, Missouri. We salute you.
Night, a thriller at 10:30 on TV5. Cabo Blanco, the Saturday movie at 10:30 on TV5. Kansas Lottery Live, exclusive on TV5, Saturdays at 6:30.
KCTV. We're here to listen, for kids' sake.
You're watching KCTV 5, Kansas City This Morning.
Brought to you by Venture Stores.
Good morning. Reed Block sitting in for Stan Carmack.
You're watching KCTV 5, Kansas City's television. This is KCTV 5, Kansas City's news with Wendell Anschutz, Ann Peterson, meteorologist Mike Thompson, and Don Fortune Sports.
welcome to the KCTV5 Movie of the Week presentation. This evening, the Alfred Hitchcock classic about a woman and mass bird attacks that follow her around an isolated California community. Rod Taylor, Tippi Hedren, Suzanne Plachette, and Jessica Tandy all star in The Birds. We hope you've enjoyed this evening's KCTV5 Movie of the Week presentation. Next Saturday night at 10:30, join us for another Movie of the Week, this time Superman 2. And join us tomorrow evening at 8 for the CBS miniseries Till We Meet Again, starring Michael York and Bruce Boxleitner.
Hello, I'm Melissa Smith.
And I'm Stan Carmack. On Monday's Noon Edition, you'll meet a judge who was turned down for the Supreme Court.
He's Robert Bork, and he has a new book. Also meet a new singing sensation, plus the day's news and weather.
On Kansas City's favorite daytime show, the Noon Edition of Kansas City's News.
Cool weather still a couple of days away. The forecast tonight at 10.
The next People's Court.
The People's Court, today at 4, here on KCTV5.
The Wonderful Wizard of Oz, 50 Years of Magic, Tuesday.
The case of Don't Pick on Daddy's Little Girl on the next People's Court.
You're watching KCTV, Kansas City's television.
You're watching KCTV, Kansas City's television. Now, Wendell Anschutz, Ann Peterson, Mike Thompson Weather, and Don Fortune Sports. This is Kansas City's News at 10.
Judge Clarence Thomas over...
Catch hard copy Monday at 11 here on Kansas City's television.
Good morning and welcome to the KCTV Cinema 5 Late Movie presentation. This morning, a man is determined to investigate a strange secret fraternity which is bigger and more powerful than he'd ever imagined. Glenn Ford, Dean Jagger, and Rosemary Forsythe star in Brotherhood of the Bell.
Looks like fair skies and mild temperatures. I'll have the forecast tonight at 10.
Al and Peg are married with children tonight following Kansas City's News at 10.
Happy Thanksgiving from KCTV.
In Kansas City, 5 stands for news. This is News 5 at 5.
Hello, I'm Wendell Anschutz.
And I'm Melissa Smith.
In Kansas City, 5 stands for news. This is News 5 at 10.
Good evening, I'm Wendell Anschutz.
Bob Reporter, in Kansas City, 5 stands for news. Stan Kramer, in Kansas City, 5 stands for news. News Hawk 5, in Kansas City, 5 stands for news.
How does Kansas City score when it comes to children? The story at 5.
Join us Thanksgiving night beginning at 7 on Kansas City's television.
Have a safe and happy Halloween from KCTV 5.
KCTV 5, the home of Super Bowl 35.
Morning news first. KCTV 5 News at 4:30 a.m. Evening news first. KCTV 5 News at 4:30 p.m. KCTV 5 News on the web at kctv5.com. Now, on KCTV 5 News at 6.
News that makes a difference. This is KCTV 5 News at 10.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Dee.
Live, late-breaking, investigative KCTV 5 News. Live, late-breaking, investigative. This is KCTV 5 News at noon. Live, late-breaking, investigative. This is KCTV 5 News at noon.
When weather is the big story, KCTV5 Storm Track 5 weather team will mobilize to bring you live and late-breaking weather coverage.
Saying it's very, very dangerous on the road. Our commitment to dependable winter weather coverage begins with being the first on and tracking storms until they're out of our area, out of harm's way. The wind is blowing so hard that it's coming down horizontal.
Dependable. Katie Horner and the Storm Track 5 weather team on KCTV5 News. Now, KCTV5 News fits your busy lifestyle with expanded early evening coverage, bringing you live, late-breaking investigative news when you want it. Watch anytime between 4 and 6:30. Late-breaking news, developing stories, instant investigations, and you're never more than a few minutes away from Katie Horner's Storm Track 5 forecast. More convenience, more coverage, more news. News when you want it. KCTV5 News at 4. Live, late-breaking, investigative. This is More in the Morning on KCTV5. Live, late-breaking, investigative. This is More in the Morning, Saturday on KCTV5.
Right now.
Live, late-breaking, investigative. This is KCTV5 News at noon. Live, late-breaking, investigative. This is KCTV5 News at 6. Live, late-breaking, investigative. This is KCTV5's More in the Morning.
8:55 on this Friday.
From KCTV5 News, it's your morning at 4:30 a.m. KCTV5 News at noon.
Right now, fire investigators in Kansas City are busy looking into 2 major building fires.
You're watching KCTV5 News at noon. This is KCTV5 News at 4. From the station that stands for Kansas City, this is KCTV5 News this morning at 4:30. From the station that stands for Kansas City, with Alexis Del Cid, Rob Finnerty, meteorologist Gary Amble, and meteorologist Lisa Teachman. This is KCTV5 News this morning. From the station that stands for Kansas City, this is KCTV5 News this morning, Sunday.
Good morning.
From the station that stands for Kansas City, this is KCTV5 News at 6.
Good evening.
This is your KCTV5 News Update. This is your KCTV5 News Flash Briefing. KCTV5 News at 5 a.m. starts now. Live from the station that stands for Kansas City, this is KCTV5 News at noon. You're watching KCTV5 News at 5 o'clock. Live from the station that stands for you, this is KCTV5 News at 6 p.m.
Rivers continue.
Live from the station that stands for you, this is KCTV5 News at 10 p.m.
Unsettling moments outside.
This is your KCTV5 News Update. KCTV5 News starts now.
Thank you for joining